I made it to Nashville for the Craft Brewers Conference and ran into none other than Elvis. Elvis, what are you doing here?
Well, you know, I was working with a company over here called Global Keg, and I always love to be in Nashville, man. It's one of my favorite places. You know, we recorded a lot of songs right up the road over here in Studio B, you know.
Oh, yeah. All right, well, we're going to go check out the Craft Brewers Conference Brew Expo. Elvis, let's check it out.
Let's go, man.
After you.
Thank you, sir.
We're now with Alex from Squirrel Barrels, and they have a super innovative product. I actually heard about this first from Peter Bucart at Purpose Brewing. Came on my radio show and he was talking about this contraption, and I couldn't understand what he even meant by it. So I saw it here at the expo and I thought I'd come by. Can you tell me about what this is?
Totally. So a squirrel is a reusable square barrel, squirrel. Because each stave is separate, you can customize all of the flavors inside of this, and because the frame provides the structure, we're using 1/3 the wood as a regular barrel. But because you can use some alternative woods, because we're not using the wood just for structure, you have a lot more customization at your fingertips.
So you can change out if I wanted American oak or French oak, I can get different flavors that way.
Yes, and we're even adding things like Mongolian oak, so woods that are very exotic, that you really couldn't feasibly build a full barrel of and bring to America anyway.
Okay.
So you can bring in these woods. Mongolian oak has kind of a cinnamony, earthy espresso flavor,
Nice.
things that are really uncommon. It makes a great barrel.
So, and it's not just for aging. The setup I'm looking at right now, it looks like a keg, a beer dispenser.
Right, so because the frame is the structure, this actually can hold pressure. So you can hook it up to a tap line just like a regular keg. You can sanitize it in between so you can mitigate contamination. It's really about efficiency and control. So you can hook it up, serve right from it, and then clean it out and do it all over again.
This is amazing. I feel like it's already changed my life.
Oh.
Thank you for having us, Alex. So I'm here with Bob from Towie, and it looks to me like you've solved one of the age-old problems in brewing, which is the back-breaking process of lifting kegs. Tell me about what you have here.
Right. I mean, it is the solution to that age-old problem, lifting those 175-pound kegs on a shift where you're going through 100 of them all day long tends to wear on those guys.
Sure.
So we've got a vacuum lift that does all the lifting for them, and even solves the problem where the keg fillers are filling the kegs upside down. So we can rotate them and palletize them right side up.
So my guess is, and I don't know if like the keg washing and the kegging crews are all here on the floor, but you're their best friend. Not even the owner or the brewer, you are the keg cleaner's best friend.
That's absolutely true, yes. The people who have them swear by them, because it really does save their backs.
Okay. Well, on behalf of them and as an ex-keg lifter myself, I thank you for your contribution.
I do what I can. We appreciate you guys.
So now I'm here with Rio, and Rio is from Specific Brewing and Distilling. Now, everybody knows that distilling in craft beer is becoming more and more popular, whereas craft brewers are starting to distill. And I found it interesting that you guys are doing both here at Specific. So tell me a little bit about it.
Yeah, that's right. We've been doing craft brewing for about 32 years now. Company's been around for a long time, and over that time we've seen a lot of craft breweries go into North America, Canada, US especially. And it's in the last 5 or 6 years that we started to see a big upswing in distilling, and we could tell that distilling was making a big comeback. And we thought, you know what, why not marry the two? I mean, there's a lot of similarities between, a lot of differences, but a lot of similarities between the two, and we could see a place where we could put those two different products together and have a brewery actually bring in a distillery, or likewise a distillery that wanted to bring in a brewery.
Yeah, so tell me a little bit about the equipment, because for one, this still is one of the most beautiful pieces of equipment I've ever seen.
That's true. Copper looks, I mean, stainless looks really nice and shiny and silver, but when you see a nice piece of copper, it's almost like gold. Yeah. And if we could make it out of gold, we would, but it doesn't work as well in distilling. But yeah, the copper's amazing stuff, and it really does take a lot of art. There's a lot of art that goes into copper, not just in the way it looks, but in the way that you fabricate it and you put it together. So it's a very niche fabrication method, something that we've really tried to perfect over the years. But the idea is that We want to make a high quality still to make some really good quality spirits in the end, and you need a good design, but good quality copper to do that as well.
All right. Well, it looks like if you're looking to brew and distill, Specific has you covered. Thanks for having us.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
And with that, it's finally time for me to grab myself a beer. The Craft Brewers Conference has a little bit of something for everybody. Whether you're a small brewer, mid-sized brewer, large brewer, it doesn't matter. All the booths are super interactive. You can climb right in and find what you need, and, well, you'll probably even find stuff you didn't know that you needed. It's great to run into friends, familiar faces, and even get to know new people over a beer. There's even a bunch of gadgets that, well, I don't really know what they do. But it's all in the name of great and more beer, and you know what? That's what matters. I'm Justin Crossley from the Craft Brewers Conference. Thank you for watching.